Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about being a few minutes late. Running around and it's always usual. New pre-season into a new season, and I'm keeping up the standards basically of being a few minutes late. Fast me late's okay when it comes to pre-season, isn't it? But we are back for our first pre-season game of the 23-24 season ahead of us, basically. And looks like this is going to become a regular fixture going forward. FC Nürnberg, we played them first time in God on last year. Bit of a scare in the first half, went 2-0 down. Matt Tanner's first debut and all that, went 2-0 down. And then the big guns got brought on, and we sort of demolished them basically 4-2. And I think even Elneny got in the act in that game as well last year. Jesus put his stamp on things at Arsenal as well. But yeah, fast forward a year, and we're playing them again in Germany, kicking off our pre-season. And looking forward to it. The team, I've seen the team just now and actually gone very, very strong. Actually, just going to put it up on the screen now. That's me. There we go. Ramsdale in goal. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and then Jakob Kiwa at left back. Thomas Partey is playing. All the rumours of speculation. It all is at the moment. Rumours of speculation that Partey's on his way out. He's starting in the midfield alongside Trossard, which is a bit of a weird one, but anyway, it is what it is. So let's see what happens. We've got Martin Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Reece Nelson, and Eddie down the middle. Oh, great! I've not given up on Eddie, have I? Not really. I don't want to move on from him down, do I? On the bench, we've got Carl Haynes, Cedric Suarez is back. Tierney, Trusty the process is on the bench. Waters, Jorginho, Fabio Vieira, Kai Havertz on the bench. I gotta get this right now. Eddie Nawi, he's on the bench as well after signing his now scholarship/professional contract with the club. Luis Gui, Jesus, and Balogun is on the bench. Personally, I would have liked Balogun, so it doesn't bode well for Balogun, poor bastard. But it is what it is. Surprised I ain't seen those. Again, I've got to say, I'm surprised Tierney's on the bench when he's obviously left. But that doesn't bode well for Tierney either, let's be honest. No Zinchenko, I don't know what's going on there. But we'll see. We've got a lot of people in the chat already. I'm going to pop into the chat quickly and go through it all because a lot of you popped in even before I went live. So fair play to you. We've got Mr. Tom in the chat. Start from the top, going to that and all the way down. We've got Mr. Tom in the chat. We've got Mr. Tom. Unlucky yesterday against your rivals in that friendly. So, well, at least it wasn't a thumping. At least there's a thing. The irony. All these last 3 years have been a Premier League club. Kane United has been the home team, getting pumped. I know this is a neutral game, but they were in the home dressing room or whatever. Anyway, it's only a 2-0. Surprise. Actually, I will say this though. Why the fuck did you wait to get relegated to get rid of that fucking betting sponsorship in your shirt? You've now got a decent sponsorship, a nice sponsorship goes with your shirt. Actually, a nice shirt as well. But now, it's just when you get relegated. And I wouldn't mind you've got relegated and gone to a non-gambling sponsor, which is good, obviously. Fucking Burnley come up at that'll be the best sponsorship in the Championship. Oh no, we're going to fuck that off now. We're back in the Premier League. We want betting. Ugh. My little event for the day. Got Nemeth in the chat as well. Oh my God. Somebody's starting. Kickoff is literally kicking off now, so I need to get over to Arsenal.com, guys. If you are Arsenal, obviously an Arsenal member and all that, you've paid or whatever, you can watch the game on Arsenal.com. Chris, yeah, fuck off, Chris, you bastard. What about your own team? You're fucking legend, cashing in for the money in Saudi Arabia, and throwing his morals out the window, basically. You've got BX going in the chat as well. Fucking bastard. I'm getting mentioned in the chat. Got Emerson in the chat. I do need to get over now to Arsenal.com, by the way. But my score prediction, get your score predictions in as well. That's a friendly, but why not? I'm gonna go for a cheeky 4-5, either 4-5-0. I don't see us conceding. This is a strong. Unlike last year, we started with a reserves basically. I don't see us doing it this time. I think we're going to go hell for them and go fuck you, put them to the sword. Oh dear, I've got to fucking mess up the volume now so we don't get any playback. And Arsenal complaining. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, I've got a fucking advert still. So it hasn't actually kicked off yet. Bloody hell. Right, I'm going to close that down. That means that you still have my ugly mug now. Jesus Christ, Sam's even popped in. Is this where I'll get my parking ticket validated? Yep. Why not? Also, Ryan, make a note of what top we are wearing. Oh bloody hell, we're in home shirt, aren't we? Say fuck off. Bullshit. We are underway. There we go. Underway. There we go. Fucking. What is going on? What? Fuck off. Yeah, just waiting a little bit. Bloody hell. Let's get the scoreboard up. Be interesting if obviously I know Kai Havertz is on the bench. Doesn't I don't know. That's a bit odd considering he's been training since day one basically pre-season with the players and all that. Interesting to see Trossard in that pivot, by the way. But it'd be interesting if I'm assuming we will see Havertz today, where he plays basically. If he's going to come on straight for Odegaard or drop into the pivot or what, or replace Eddie with a piss off Bellingham. Yeah, in terms of the top set, the lads to wear it today. Better fucking wear it. Better pair, isn't it? I can't be asked over there. I hate those guys who are running tracks around the pitch. Yep, Brighton started that years ago, didn't they? Technically, West Ham do, but they paint over it throughout the season. But yeah. But it's interesting how, again, I say it before, I've said it already, in terms of you contrast it to last year and compared to last year when we played this game, started the game, our starting 11 was pretty much our second string 11 with a few of our youth players, mistake there, a few of our youth players in the team. And then in the second half, we went to full strength. Fast forward 12 months, and now we've started full strength. I mean full strength. Like Saka literally played in international games, had a few weeks rest, and then he's back in it. I know there's no Smith Rowe today in terms of the match day squad. Obviously, he's just recovering from his international duties of his under-21s team. But even he's basically he's foregone his holiday. He was told to go and take 2 weeks off, come back in 2 weeks' time, halfway through the US tour, and meet up before the Barcelona game, the second game in the US, after the game after the MLS game, basically. And he basically said no, I want to go with you. I want to get back down to London, to the London Coney, get training with you guys, get ready, get going, and and travel with you guys on Sunday to the US. And take my place in the squad, basically, and give you a massive headache, Arteta. I love that. I love that hunger, and I love that passion. I'm sorry, people go, he deserves an holiday and all that. You'll get it. The thing is, throughout the season, with the international breaks and all that, if you know Southgate what Southgate is, he'll get his holidays back that way. No, it'd be worked in and around the international breaks or if he just needs a week off or something, a week off to respite and all that, off you go to the internet. There's international break use up there, and then etc. It'd be spread out basically. We can just go off and rest up and whatever. And if it gets called up, you just say, no, I'm taking a rest. Piss off, Southgate. You're going to ruin me anyway. Oh, dear. Okay, now we're going down the politics route. Oh, okay. Stefan says Ipswich versus Lazio, Mussolini FC wasn't very funny. No. Back in the day when friendlies they weren't friendly. And is the game on TV? No, it's not. It's not on UK TV. If you're living in the UK, it's not on UK TV. So unless you're an Arsenal member and you've paid, basically, there's a chance. Chance there for Arsenal. Literally just last minute tackle. Oh, surprise! Eddie fluffs his lines in front of the goal. Fuck me. I'm sorry, though. I backed him to an extent last year. We got given the contract for the reason of we weren't in Champions League. We didn't qualify for Champions League. We had to work within our financial means, basically. So that's why in my opinion, that's why I got given the contract. I backed him to an extent, but now we're back in the Champions League and we look to be going back to competing again. With all due respect, in the time that he was given, that 3.5, 4 months he was given to prove a point, he started off all right. Don't get me wrong, but once he was settled as a starter, his performances dropped, and he was he pretty much did fuck all. And that was, and then in that instance, he showed he isn't going to be that long term the standard. And personally, I'd personally move him on in this summer window if we can, and keep Flo Balogun. Even though it looks like Flo's got a bit of an attitude or whatever's going on there, I don't know. If I had the option of the two, I'll be keeping Flo, given the opportunity. He's clearly. Yes, get in there. 1-0. Thank you very much. 6 minutes in. Saka with a goal. First goal of our pre-season from Bakayo. Down on that right-hand side, cutting in onto his left foot. Cutting in on his left foot and just pinging it past the goalkeeper into his far right corner. Go on, boys. Come on. It's 3 on Nürnberg. There you go. But they are Germans, second division, aren't they? So it makes sense that they would make it 3. But you're giving away trade secrets here. For fuck's sake, Tom and BX. One nil to the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. No, it's a friendly, but I don't care. It just means that we're literally 13th today, isn't it? So we're literally 30 days away. I'm trying to think now. Around 30 odd days away from the Arsenal's first game, 29 days away from the season getting started between Burnley and City. We all know what's going to happen there, but that'll fix it all, is it? Oh, by the way, thanks, Sky, for my first opportunity since my last stream today. Thank you very much, Sky, for screwing Arsenal over yet again with your little scheduling bullshit. I know it's an London derby and all, but fuck's sake, now for 3 years on the trot, we've got to go to Selhurst Park in the evening under the lights. The year we finished out, obviously outside the top 4 by a point in the end. Monday night under the lights. Start of April, under the lights at Selhurst Park. What could go wrong? We all know what happened there. Last year, first game of the season, Friday, under the lights. Well, hey, we fucked you over there though. We pissed you guys off, didn't we? And they put us on a Monday night under the lights. Was it against Palace? When we played them around the start of the season. Fuck off putting us under. Let us play Palace in daylight, for fuck's sake. There you go. I mean, it's been like 4 or 5 years since that, but come on. We're due fucking a normal kickoff with Palace and not playing at night, basically. Saka off the mark already. Yep. Also, it's on the site called Sport. Really? Bloody hell. It's the best part of his face when I know sold his attempts. Oh, God. Counting the days. I bet you are, Stefan, back in the Championship. I bet the one game you're really looking forward to was match day 3 or 4 for you guys against Leeds United. That could be interesting. Calm down. No, I thought you support a shitty team. Come on. They don't want Arsenal fans to see how fantastic Selhurst Park is. That's just a bit of a piss take. Like, fucking needs to mix up a bit. Like every other season, maybe do it or something like that. Not pretty much every season for 3 or 4 years on the bounce. Oh, we're going to put you under the lights on a Monday or Friday night. Off you go. And 9 times out of 10, apart from literally obviously the match day one of last year, opening night, by the way, apart from that one game last year, or way to Palace, sorry. The last few years prior to that, I've been a bit bogey team FC and bogey time in FC for us. It really pisses me off. Match day 2, yes, match day 2, yeah. I've applied for tickets for that game, but I won't get them for the Arsenal awards thing. But anyway, it is what it is. I love this, by the way. I'm flicking back and talking the tabs on my laptop here, and obviously on the screen itself for the Sunday match, the update of the scoreboard is done straight away. I just go on in, obviously. Slightly next to it, it still says 0-0. Couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. Well done, Jakob. Well done, and Gabriel. Is he wearing the green golded kit? Ramsdale. Bloody hell, that is. I thought it was actually a nice game. That's a. You're not going to miss me coming green, basically. I'll see you in the tunnels, basically doing the old paint work in the London Underground. Fucking green that is. I think you've upset Tom by saying this, by the way, because he hasn't responded to you. Yeah, dirty Leeds. Oops, sorry, Tom. I think that's on TV. I think that's been actually picked for TV, hasn't it? That one as well. I know Cardiff versus Leeds on match day on the opening weekend for you guys is on from obviously Leeds' perspective is on Sky. I think don't hold me to it. I think that game Ipswich versus Leeds has been picked for TV as well. I think. Oh, almost 2-0. Goalkeeper had to look to fist it over the bar basically. And he's been useless. I mean, it's 13 and a half minutes in, guys, but this is with all due respect, this is a second division German league team. With 13 and a half minutes in, and he ain't done nothing to fucking put the frighteners on him. That's all I'm saying. I guarantee Bellingham might come on. Might take a bit of time to adjust and all that, but he'll be there. Boom. No messing about. Once he settles in, second half, he'll be there. Bang, 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 bang. As in causing havoc. What? That almost 2. Who was that? One thing I don't like about this game, obviously, the one camera angle side to side, it's so far away. Was it Reese now? Was it Reese with the shot there? Close though. It was close. I'll give him that. So I'm genuinely happy that he's staying. By the way, he does, based on last season, when he did play for us, and how he was off the pitch when he wasn't getting the minutes and all that. He does. He did merit a new contract. He did deserve it. I'm not going to take no shit from no one on that one. He stepped up in big moments when we needed him, especially the main one we all know about, Bournemouth, lastminute.com, on a weak foot, on the half volley, in that pressure moment, last shot of the game, basically. But he never complained about the lack of minutes. He didn't get a lot of minutes, but when he was available and fit, he never complained about it. He just got on with it, accepted for what it was, but when he did come on and get minutes, he would leave everything on the pitch. And it's like that last loan spell to Feyenoord. Finally woke something up in him in terms of his maturing of his general demeanour. Basically, he's like, the attitude side of it, the bad attitude, was nailed out of him basically, and now he's benefited from it because he's come back last season, got a few minutes here and there, had a bit of a contributing factor in how things played out when he was available, and he's reaped the rewards because he didn't complain either and got on with it, and not doing a bloody Ainsley. Ooh, who was that? He reaped the rewards of getting a new contract, a big contract, 4 years plus an option of an extra. Again, he's one of our own. It's nice to see from our own perspective as Arsenal fans here, most of us in this chat, to see players that come from your academy get that chance and either take it straight away, or in terms of Reese's case, eventually be able to take it and grab it and not let go to the point where you're rewarded for it. Sam, behave yourself. I am impressed, guys. I've got to say this. I am impressed that the chat hasn't descended into chaos, considering the big news in the UK. So we say the last 6 days, basically, and really hit home to another level last night. I'm surprised you're actually behaving yourself. So good on you. Thank you. Don't need that hassle. Oh, for the love of days. Why have you always got something bring that up? That associate me with that. Oh, that's Jakub hitting Hope into the fucking defender's face. I will say this in terms of when we're on the ball. Sorry, Trossard goes into the attack. I don't know who's actually meant to be Thomas Partey's partner, because he's literally just staying in the midfield on his own. I don't know if Jakub Key was meant to be the inverted left back and dropping the partner Thomas in the midfield on the ball as well as off. That makes sense. It's a weird. Yeah, because he's like Jakub's in the middle on the ball. Obviously, when we're off the ball, he'll drop back into left back side. A little random one, but okay. Here's what it is. There's Saliba with his new number 2, the motherfucker. Yeah. Saliba. He's trying to initiate conversation, right? Not really. Not in that sense, no. Apologies accepted. Oh God, descended into chaos for God's sake. Why did I choose it? When we lasted 26 minutes, guys, whilst live before it went into chaos. So we'll take little victories, I suppose. Oh, fantastic. It's now buffering. Woohoo! And I'm Zinny. BX is one of the key ones. Well, what was it? What can I name now? Gone blank. But we do have one of our very own regulars and news regulars, by the way, that committed to buying a Kai Havertz a new away shirt with Kai Havertz on the back if we pulled off Declan Rice, which we obviously have, because it's not official yet. So, yeah, Spencer, that's it. Spencer committed, but it's on here. He even put it up on his channel. Little clip I sent over to him as well. He put up on his channel, so he can't back out of it. I have the hard copies. Oh dear. Not enough money in the world to see me in that kit. No. Oh, go on, Eddie. Do something for once. Nope. Saka. Oh, unlucky. Saka, unlucky. Stefan, you mentioned it wrong. I just said all I said was that you will, considering everything that's been going off in the UK over the last few days, nearly a week now. I was surprised that none of you brought it up yet. That's all I said. I wasn't expecting it to again go in and do it. They lost to Northampton Town May 23rd, 2022. Who did? I don't know. Well, mate, most of it because if he goes, mate, this Eddie emoji is pissing off with him. Say the name of the fucking score now. You watch. Oh dear. See this free kick now. Do some shameless promoting after this free kick, depending on what happens, obviously. The number 9 for Nürnberg was a bit hands-on, wasn't he? Jesus. Who's taking this free kick anyway? I haven't seen much of God, I'll say that much. Unless there was a... Did he not even start? Who's that? Is that Fabio Biella? I am so confused right now. No, it's not Fabio, is it? No. Yes? No, I'm confused. I swear to God, it's starting. Yeah, Fabio's on the pitch. What the fuck is going on? As far as I know, fucking hoodoo and boo-boo basically on their bloody team lineup announcement. The fuck happened? Please check your WhatsApp at half time. I will check that out. It's on charge at the moment on the phone. That's why it's not next to me. If it plays that much for photos when there's we're not gonna go there. I've especially after said person was announced last night by his own wife, by the way, out by your own wife. And in statement, in that statement, no mention of him denying the allegations or saying this is totally untrue. We're going to fight it all the way. None of that mentioned, by the way, but we'll get into that another time. As soon as the mental health card was played, I knew I knew how the media and then people on them would go, and it did. How dare the Sun report it? Look what you've done to the poor man, that poor paedophile. Fuck off. I can call him out because we've seen the photos have leaked out, by the way, even before his name was mentioned officially. Hence why people knew who it was. No pun, by the way. So it's not an alleged thing. We've seen the proof. But yet again, BBC doing BBC things and protecting offenders, so we say. Shock over there. It's a phone. Right, in charge, of fuck's sake. Went the fucking neck. You technically, I said it's good on there. You went into it. I've been briefly. I could go a lot harder in terms of a full-on rant on the situation, but I'm deciding not to, even though we know what we know. I'm deciding not to because again, we're doing a football watch long and this, that, and the other. And we're having a laugh, and we're not going to have some BBC and the 21st century pedos BBC ruin it for us. Oh, but the police said there's nothing to look into. He did nothing illegal. Oh yeah, because the police force is such a legitimate and law-abiding themselves, non-corrupt organisation, aren't they? But because it suits your agenda against a certain media outlet, oh no, the police word's gospel, basically. Piss off. That's all I'm saying. And I'm ending it at that. Not in the mood. Or any BS. Yeah, I thought other guys on that team sheet. Okay, literally just before kickoff, basically. Fabio Vieira replacing Martin Odegaard and today's starting 11 due to a knocking warm-up. Oh, for God's sake. I hope it isn't serious, it's just precaution and not going to risk nothing and all that. For fuck's sake. That's why I was like, hang on. We're playing Nürnberg. We're 20 odd minutes in and I've not seen much of Odegaard. Fuck's sake. Now I know why, obviously. Okay, yeah, I don't like that. If that's the actual full-on goal kit, no adjustments to it. And no, when I say that, I mean that it's like weird, like limey green, basically, with like black bits at the side, and then full-on like black shorts, basically, and then lime green socks. No, that ain't. That's not for me. I'm not breaking my neck to get that one, basically. Very slippery in the ball. I will say that though, quite a few times with certain players. Again, it's pre-season, it's a friendly. the whole point of these games, like we said last year, the whole point of these pre-season friendlies are always to get everyone's fitness up, and get the mistakes out of them before the season starts. Oh, now Saka's down, for fuck's sake. Anything else want to go on today? Ange is in the chat. Big up, Ange. Yeah, Tom, let's not even go there. Let's just not. But the police said there's nothing illegal. It's all right. It's all legit. Fuck off. Got Hawk in the chat as well. I haven't seen Mr. Bungle, by the way. I haven't seen him yet. They say Community Shield isn't a big deal, but I disagree. It'll be the first time we're playing City at full strength, so I hope we'll fit. Yeah, exactly. And I'll be there. I'm there. I've got my tickets every day. I'm in lower tier block 108 for that one, and first time I've actually gone to Wembley since the rebuild, and I'm not in nosebleed. I'm not being put into nosebleed FC in the upper tiers. Upper tiers, tier. You know what I'm saying? No matter where they put you in upper tier, like you're so like disorientated. It's like gravity takes over. No fucking the airways cut off. So. Tom, behave yourself. I can't. People can read it in the chat, but I cannot put that up. You need to rein it in a bit now. Sake. Saka back up. Oh, Saka's back up now. The looks of it. Sake. All we need is first game in. Oh, the guy's got a knock. Saka gets taken out. Hey. Eddie's shocking, as per usual. Woohoo! Let's check how we're doing over on the YouTube side of things. By the way, guys, I'm going to say this now. There's a bit of shameless promoting whilst the game sort of is what it is at the moment. We will be live. Well, I won't be live, but there will be another live stream tonight. That 25 minutes after this stream ends, give or take, from around 8:10 UK time. Brand new podcast coming to the channel, and who you all know in the chat, she's going to be the hostess. It is her show, her thing. Everything that's going to happen is all her idea, her project, basically, that she's brought over to the channel. And it's basically that's a show. In the name, again, you guys vote on Twitter anyway. Voted for this. The show's going to be. It's called the All Arsenal Show. The Arsenal Show. Yeah, the All Arsenal Show is what it's called. Episode one is tonight. And it's mainly, obviously, throughout the whole season, it's going to be a podcast itself, so mainly focused on the women's football team and the academy players, like under 21s and under 18 levels, respectively, with the doses of their thoughts on the men's team throughout the season as well, which they're going to do tonight. The first episode is tonight, so do come and check that out, guys, and show her and the panel her and her panel the support they deserve. Be massively appreciated, put it that way. Do you need me to moderate the chat? I might need you to moderate the chat. Oh, fuck's sake, Stephen. You have to ruin things, don't you? God's sake. Come on, let's make it 2-0 before half time, at least 2-0. Ball in. And Eddie just. Eddie. Jump, Eddie, jump! You're not even being fucking high. You're not being put under any pressure by your defender. You know his defender, and you're just going la 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 la. I'll run away from it now. I can't bother to jump through it. La 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 la. And you wonder why people like me are like, just piss off now. Leeds, if Leeds want Tom, if Leeds want a striker, come and get Eddie. He'll be great for you guys. Honestly, that's his level. Not in terms of the club, in terms of Leeds, as in Championship League itself. It'd be perfect for you guys. Better than fucking Bamford. But he's just not. He's Arsenal's it's too big of a thing for him. He can't. He's not good enough to take us to that next level, or come along with us to that next level. He ain't good enough. I'm sorry. Why isn't Balogun playing? He's supposed to be better than Eddie. Ask Mikel. Eddie must go away. Eddie must fucking stay. Yeah. No, as I said, he had his chance. He got, and he improved. After initially looking to prove me wrong, he didn't prove me right. And when it got, as I keep saying about that situation, once he was settled in the 11, in the first month and a half of the 4-month period, where Jesus was out, he lacked off in certain games where he shouldn't be lacking off and should be lacking the goals anyway, because of the standard that them clubs were. He weren't doing nothing. He was living off the goals against United and things like that. Like, come on. Knowing that he wasn't going to get dropped until Jesus came back. And he's just, I said it, I'm sorry, he's just, first, now we're back in the elite level of European football, back in the Champions League. He isn't even good enough to be a second choice striker of a club like Arsenal, where in the sense of where we want to get, where we as a club want to get back to. Put it this way, I would quite happily take a Franny Jeffers over Eddie Nketiah any day of the week, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. You don't even have to be an Arsenal fan to know that's a massive insult, basically, on Eddie. Massive sly on Eddie. That I'd rather have Franny Jeffers playing up top than Eddie. Yeah. The strict remembering for it against United, the price you got against United is that one day Ryan is going to take away my admin rights. No, because when Eddie goes, I've already said when Eddie goes, the emoji goes. So you need to pray he doesn't go, basically. Otherwise, you'll just be stuck with the current emojis plus another, and the more members we grow, others that are not Eddie related. Days. One thing I know, again, I know it's a friendly and all that, but the one thing I do not want, come half time, when we come out for the second half, is that every player gets fucking changed onto the pitch. Ramsdale's hooked off for Carl Hein, fucking the entire back four's taken out, the midfield's taken out, the attack's taken out. No. Make one or two subs, whatever. Do not make an entire squad selection change in one hit. Gradual, a couple of subs at half time, mate. Then boom, over the course of the 90 minutes. Not in one hit, because you're disrupting the flow and you're asking for trouble. Also, how are we meant to get our players meant to get their fitness levels up and ready for not just the stage, but in terms of the season ahead? If they're getting hooked off at half time in pre-season, they get half here, half there. Especially the ones that didn't go away on international duty, they should definitely play a lot longer than the ones that did go away. So like Saka, I think Saka should get another 10 minutes after half time. So what, 55 minutes? So 55 minutes, he goes off, and I personally keep Ramsdale on. Again, Ramsdale was on international duty, but he didn't play a game, so I'd personally keep Ramsdale on. Personally, but it is what it is. Partey, I don't know. I think he went away on international duty. If he did, again, like Saka, 55, boom. Yeah, I've got Kiwa, 55 minutes, boom. Tealing on. There's some few there, and then leave it for another 15, 20 minutes. Then a couple more. Eddie, actually, no, half time. Actually, know what? The one step I would make at half time, fucking Eddie. Eddie off Balogun on. Give Balogun a full half and see what he does. Oh God, Sam, bloody hell. Have I got to watch over you guys tonight in the podcast? Andrew will be hosting. Jesus Christ. I'll leave you guys for 5 minutes just to watch a fucking game, and you're going, and Sam goes and ruins it all. Fuck's sake. Oh dear. I know. What we're on the 41st minute into 42nd. I know it's still only 1-0, guys, but we look. I can have a bit handsy there, no free kick. Okay, cool. We look comfortable. I know it's our strongest of them, so we should look comfortable against. Even in a friendly in pre-season first one, we should look comfortable against a team like Nürnberg standing with our strongest 11 here. But the strongest 11 available, obviously, because other guys got taken out. And yeah. We should look comfortable in that sense, but I'm just saying we are looking comfortable. I'm impressed with what I'm seeing so far, but it's going to be totally dependent on what Arteta now does in half time. If he makes one change or two changes, or just keeps it as it is for the first 10-15 minutes and then makes a few changes. Depending on how the second half goes, that'll depend on how this match basically finishes in the second half, basically. I will say Trossard's been very quiet. Trossard has been very quiet, though. Not as quiet as Eddie, but still. Reece is actually getting involved a bit, getting stuck in. Jakub Kiwa looks comfortable on the left-hand side there as well. Before he pulls into the fucking inverted role and goes into centre midfield. Oh, fuck off, Eddie. Fuck off. Mate, the first touch on a pain in the arse. Mate, come on. I'm sorry. How's he started today over Balogun? I know Balogun was playing international football at the start at the end of the actual domestic cup season and all that. He was playing obviously for USA and all that. Scored a couple of goals, obviously, in that little tournament they did. But for fuck's sake. It's like Pepper's trying to piss me off. The phone's working now. Yay! We don't know stream. Oh, okay. Okay. Pick up innocent. Pick up yourself. Enjoy yourself again. Confirm. There. Okay, now. Oh, just to give you guys a heads up, obviously just in my phone, make sure my phone turned on and all that. Check my WhatsApp, and Emerson just gave me a heads up that West Ham after saying yesterday, there's a delay in the paperwork. Well, I haven't announced that we've signed it on. Well, clearly they haven't, because Emerson just let me know. He just let me know on WhatsApp, basically, they've just signed the paperwork and they're going to send it. They're going to send it over to be completed for the deal to be completed officially tomorrow. So this whole time we've been waiting on West Ham, basically. Fucking pricks. Careful, lads, careful. Love that from Sam. Eddie's about as much use as a chocolate fire guard. I'm watching this while at a buffet. Oh my god. It isn't actually watching the game, it's him reading the chat. I'm thinking back and forth actually. But once I get my PC set up, mate, I'm going to have two screens, this, that, and the other. So I'll be able to literally watch it and watch you at the same time without any of this worry about, has it muted itself? Da, 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 da. It's going to be brilliant. But I can't wait to get that set up sorted. I've got 2 minutes into the time where we are into the first minute, I'd say. So we're just running down the clock basically. Cold chip. It's pre-season and I'm fucking miming fucking random songs on the live stream. Because the game's obviously of this standard, as I say, it's just getting that fitness and this, that, and the other. Saka's gone down again, holding his knee. I think Saka's going to get taken off at half time. Nothing against him. It's just obviously played a lot of football after the season ended as well for England. All pretty much every single fucking minute. Shocker there. Got a crack of a goal, by the way, but still, that's not the point. And he's starting his first pre-season game. It's just like, he's getting targeted a lot. So I think we've got one last free kick to take before half time by the looks of it. No. They've gave us a free kick. Fabio Vieira and Saka are getting ready to take it. And ref's gone back home and gone, actually, you know what? We're going to call for half time, blew the whistle, and now after they go for half time. So Arsenal 1, FC Nürnberg 0. Saka with the goal. Apart from me, it's compared to last year, we're 2-0 down at half time. A bit worrying the way things are going, but we fought our way back into the second half, as we all know. Whereas this year, we've started full strength. We've been in control the entire game. We've had no sort of direct threat from Nürnberg whatsoever in the attacking sense, and we've just controlled the tempo. We've controlled the tempo of the game. We've got a goal, and we're just going with the flow. Basically, we're not overplaying anything. We're not doing anything we don't need to do. We're just being, even in defender year, professional basically. It's actually relaxing. It's actually for the first time in years. It's actually relaxing to watch an Arsenal pre-season friendly without going, it's in the world. Because what was it? The first pre-season we started doing Watchalong on this stream a couple of years back. It was again behind closed doors. It was like Rangers, and we couldn't go abroad at the time because of COVID at the time, obviously. So it was like the Tour of Scotland. Hibernian and Rangers. Lost to Hibernian, Meltdown FC on social media. Went behind twice against Rangers, but drew 2-2 there. Meltdown FC there. Who else did we play that? Because we couldn't go abroad. I know that much. We couldn't go abroad, but we played. It was Rangers, Hibernian, or was it Hibernian Rangers? Either way. And then we trying to think now. I'm actually trying to think who. MK Dons? No, that was the year before. I actually can't remember who we played the rest of that pre-season, but basically, yeah. What would be the worst pre-season we had, performance-wise and result-wise, and bloody hell, the meltdowns and it's the end of the world. We ended up missing out on Champions League by a point to the scum, but still. Yeah. You lost. Yeah, it was a pretty. I swear, that 1-0 is a weird. This is the pre-season when Willian came back from pre-season with a fucking gut. I mean, I could have a gut because I'm not an athlete. I could have a gut, yeah. Willian cannot have this gut. Willian had this gut match day on the first game of pre-season, and he wonders why. Literally, what? He wonders why the fan base is like, fucking get him out of it, get him out of it. He's not committed. He's not committed. He's by his own contract. I'm not an athlete. I'm not healthy. Obviously, having the gut. I'm working on getting that sorted, getting the weight down, and all that thing. A lot healthier. But as an athlete, it's a bad sign when an athlete comes back after a month after the season ended. For the third game of pre-season, he's coming back with a massive gut on him. That's a warning. The warning signs are there for Willian in that sense. His days were numbered basically. And yeah, it was just we played crap. Both games. Let's be honest. The Rangers and Hibs games we played crap a couple of years back. Steven Gerrard Rangers almost beat us, for fuck's sake. Steven Gerrard, who's now in Saudi Arabia, selling his soul to the Saudis. Charlie Kiwa looking good in an inverted role. Yep, he looks actually. I've been saying about the stream. It actually looks like, because initially on the team sheet it looked like it's going to be four, and then obviously the normal flat four with Trossard being in the pivot instead of. But then it looks like no, actually off the ball is going to be free, basically free at the back with Kiwa being the inverted left back. So he inverts into the midfield to be the partner of Thomas to keep him company there, keep him slot into that hole, if you will. He looks good. He looks comfortable on the left in terms of when the opponent's got the ball and we're trying to defend. He looks comfortable getting back into the left back as well, and in that position as well in general. And off the ball, he looks comfortable drifting into that midfield and knows his role and what he's got to do. So I can't complain. Brilliant so far. Not yet. Give me a month and a half, 2 months. I'll be somewhat nearer to looking like an athlete compared to what I have been for the last few years, and especially now. But my point still stands. I'm not an athlete that relies on fucking being fit 24/7. Basically, goes away for a month and then comes back with that back. Hi guys. Chris says Arsenal need more Ligma to their team. And we can also last comment there. So looking at the first half, can anyone see Lavia making an impact? We've got to bring him in first. We've got to make the effort and go and bring him in before anyone else does. BX trying to pimp Lavia to Arsenal all summer. He's young and all that, and obviously he's been relegated for Southampton, but he would suit our system. But I would prefer that person, BX. I would prefer Onana from Everton. If you give me a choice out of Lavia and Onana from Everton, I'm picking Onana all day long. The thing is, the irony is, if Everton had been relegated, it would have been so much easier to go and get him. But hey, it is what it is. Do, 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 do. Let's check out the YouTube side of things at half time as well. Okay, cool. Keep smashing them up. If you haven't already, guys, do smash the likes up, by the way, as well. Smash the likes, hit that share button as well, share the content around. Be massively appreciated, all things considered. And as I say, do stick around, or not stick around, but do come back after this stream. Do come back later on tonight around 8:10 UK time for a brand new podcast that's coming to the channel, as I mentioned already. And Ange is the hostess, and she has got a panel assembled, and it's going to be a brand new show starting from obviously tonight. And we're going to roll it out for the rest of the season as well, and see how you guys take to it, and hopefully continue it from here on in. And it can be, and you'll still get your weekly podcast from me as well. And obviously the podcast I'll be hosting will remain like it has been for the last how many years we've been doing this channel now. Well, obviously the main focus will be on the men's team and what they're doing for the season. But this extra podcast you're getting now, so you're getting at least 2 podcasts a week now. One with me hosting, one with Anne's hosting, and when Anne's one comes on, they're going to touch on it. She'll give her and her panel will give their opinions on the men's team and how they're doing week to week and all that. But their main focus will be on the women's team, the WSL, and then also the academy team as well. The academy teams in terms of the under 18s and the under 21 as well. Now they're doing throughout the season as well. And any little gems to look out for, etc., etc. I'm sorry. We've gone from talking about Onana making more sense than Lavio to suddenly Natalie and Brody has been mentioned in the chat. Jesus Christ. I'm a lot of faith. So you got me fucking singing it now. Poor Angelica as well. What does he do to deserve it? To be fair, she loves you guys as well. She, in terms of the banter and all that, the banter levels and all that. She loves the fact there's no sort of within reason. There's a filter, but within reason. So as you've seen that, she loves the chemistry you got that's built with you guys, and that's one of the main reasons why she wanted to come over to bring a podcast to this channel. And I think for as a whole, not just a channel, but us as a community will be better having her here, giving us her product going forward and all that, and her show and all that, etc., etc. BX says, Mead and Miedemar staying on. Beth and Mead staying on. Miedemar, we are assuming she's staying on as well. She's back in training as of, was it yesterday? Yesterday photos? Yes, I'm trying to think now. Not yesterday. No, not. Wait a second. Yesterday morning. Sorry, yesterday morning, photos came out from training from there because the girls that haven't gone to the World Cup are getting ready for their pre-season as well, getting back in the training. Obviously, first getting back into more team training. Viv is actually officially on the pitch doing training as well, but not with. I assume it would be individual on her own sort of thing, one-on-one stuff with the coaches, just to ease her back in because I don't want to risk anything to start off with because it's been so long since it's been running on the pitch. But yeah, there's been no mention of either of them going. They're both, as I say, they're both training ready for the season. There's no rumours. There's no rumblings. Sorry, of anything other than their commitment to coming back and kicking on and pushing us forward that extra step to get us that WSL title, and hopefully even more so. Touch wood. Especially with Russo back, that's now joined the elite club of the elite club of England in general. By the way, Chelsea can't do a little 4 in a row bullshit, especially when I was gifted to them. Anyway, Russo, we've got an amazing team, especially from an attacking sense next season. Oh my god, with a fully fit squad, we're going to have the options of Beth Mead, Vivian Miedemar, Alicia Russo, Christina Blackstenius, Caitlin Ford, Vida Marnham's on a new contract as well. You've got Kim Little coming back from her little injury that she's had back into the last season. Leah Vorti is more of the Emmanuel Petit, shall we say, of the women's team, the enforcer in the team. You wouldn't think it looking, but she is the enforcer. Let's be brutally honest there in that pivot. Leah, when she comes back in around December, January time, having her back, that's going to be huge. And us starting the season off well and getting to that point when she comes back still in amongst it all, not just in Champions League but also in the WSL and all that. Don't know putting Chelsea in their place once and for all. But my God, the attacking options we've got is unbelievable. We've got depth in our attack again. Woohoo! When it's fully fit, obviously. And Tom's off, is he? Okay. Have a good evening, everyone. Tom, I'm assuming Tom's leaving the buffet and making his way home now. Your vegetables. You're not dismissed. But yeah. And she's in here. She's keeping an eye on things, making sure none of you are scheming or I'm not setting them up for a fall. Yeah, behave yourselves, basically. Yeah, telling you all towed up because she and others will report back to me on your behaviour, guys. So I'm trusting you to behave yourselves, and also show her the support that she deserves as well in terms of the podcast itself. Oh dear. Even back on wait for the second half here. It's 3 minutes past. Fucking hell. We were going in, weren't we? Not out yet, but the camera's back. The camera's now turned back on. It's just focusing on the Arsenal crowd and the locals as well, mixed in together in the stands. Right, let's have a look. Teams are coming out. Here we go. Teams are coming out. Please don't make 20,000 subs for fuck's sake. I think he's making a stupid amount of subs by the looks of it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Mabzel's going off for Carl Hine. Jorginho's coming on. He's making 20,000 subs basically. Cedric's coming on. Jesus is coming on. Tierney's coming on. Kai Havertz is making his debut for the club. So it's going to be interesting where he plays when he comes on here. So that's going to be interesting to look out for. I'm assuming he's not be up top because Jesus is coming on. So is he going to drop into that midfield then? We'll see. There's a lot of subs. I mean, as I said, it should have made one. The one sub he should have made was obviously getting Eddie off and Jesus or Balogun. Personally, I would have started Balogun myself, but it is what it is. Let's have a chat with Jesus quickly, making sure everything's legit and all that. Like shirts on and what have you. Making sure he's got his card on him as well. And looks like Nürnberg making a few subs as well. I think their goalkeeper, they've replaced their goalkeeper as well. Half time. Here we go. Yeah, that goalie top's going to take a while to sort of take to me, to be honest, because it's more so because we've got an all black goalie top that you've seen me wear already. We've got that. I was fully expecting this to be an all green thing, and that same with the blue one being all blue. I don't get why you've got to have little bits of black down the sides and on the sleeves and all that. Why can't it just be one colour? See, Nürnberg was smart. They made one sub. We made 20,000 subs. No, we've changed half to me, but I don't know if that's party. I don't know who's gone off, by the way. I haven't seen yet. But we're back on the way for the second half, and off we go. Well, Jesus is down the middle. Not down the middle, on the left-hand side. Cedric's. Yeah, Cedric's on the left. Where's Tierney, for fuck's sake? So, yeah, so now Cedric's at right back. Tierney's at left back. I think Partey's gone off for Jorginho. Eddie's gone off for Jesus. White's gone into centre back. So that means I'm assuming Saliba's gone off. And Gabriel remains, I believe, by the looks of it. Yeah, Eddie's definitely gone off, yeah. It basically sort of a free-fall role, basically, of either Trossard or Jesus up top, basically. They're going to take time to be up top. Why the hell is Cedric still playing? Don't ask me. I thought we are putting him in the shop window, but he's just taking. Not even Fulham once, for fuck's sake. He didn't do much at Fulham, did he? Let's be honest. So then, that doesn't help him trying to get rid of him. Him off the wage book and all that. But I think the plan is to move him on. Apparently, we'll see. That's probably going to be the thing with Cedric in terms of outgoing wise. I think if him going, it'll be more of a later on down the line in the later stages of the transfer window when the clubs are more of his standing or kind of sort of smacking the face by the looks of it. Of his down someone off, that's it. So what's Kai Havertz going down the left hand side of the pitch now? Is he playing left wing basically? I don't know. I'm asking a question because Arteta does like to do these like for like subs during the season, doesn't he? So. I mean, literally number 15 of Nürnberg just runs alongside Havertz and goes like that, cracking his jaw. And because there's no VAR, nothing, the ref didn't see it. Okay, got a free kick, but nothing else apart from that. Because you can't be sure. I want free kick, whip it in. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who the fuck was that? I swear that's Fabian was snacking. I swear to God, that's Fabio. Almost. Tierney, wake up. Yeah, what a ball from Tierney in the end. Jesus Christ. Is that Partey still on? No, it's Jesus. I know they get a free kick. Fucking the ref's like making it. Oh, free kick. I swear to God, this ref comes suddenly sugar happy. I'm not going to be impressed. Behave yourselves. None of this chat later. Get actually within reason. Obviously, get out of your system now because none of this later. Because as I said, it will be reported back to me with names and when it was and who said what. Basically, I will be well informed. Baby, do know you want. Okay, Joss will just smack it into the defender's head. But I want to know if it's that free kick. I've got to say this: the footage-wise, they are making a conscious effort not to show us that replay of that free kick. Who took that free kick? It was horrendous. Baby, do you give it to me? Go on, Gabby. Take him on, Gabby. Come on, Gabby. Half-hearted that was, and go back to fucking pass back FC now. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Come on, move. Or go backwards. This is what frustrated me last year. I know this is a friendly and all, but in competitive games, when we had the teams on the throat, basically, we put our foot on the throat of them. What the fuck are we doing? Fuck's sake, lads, wake up! We'd literally go, and players just stand still, and the player on the ball be like, fuck's sake, I've got to go back again. We just did it there. I was like, I'd rather us iron these issues out now in pre-season, and hopefully not have this problem come the season when the season starts. For fuck's sake! Some wave of pass there from Jorginho again. Second time since he's come on. I swear to God. As they slipping 2-0. Sake, lads, wake up. How did you miss that? For fuck's sake. Seriously. Right to grow a bit. Get out. Let me get myself back into the soap first and lose the old chub, and then we'll think about it. Oh, here he is. Here comes Balogun. Good old flow. I'm assuming by that then Trossard will go off then. Let's see. It looks like Trossard. Yeah, Trossard might be going off anyway because he's down on the floor. I ain't liking the fact that our captain went out before the game with a knock. Saka obviously got back road press in the first half, and Trossard's now going off, being fallen to the floor a few times as well in the second half. I'm not liking it. Yeah, Trossard's gone. He's off. And Balogun's coming on. So we're going to get to see Balogun for the first time in over a year. Well, yeah, was he with us? No, he went straight away, didn't he? He was out in France straight away last summer. So, it did 2 years since we last seen him in an Arsenal shirt. Back in the Arsenal shirt, number 26. and I'm sure he's going to go up top. So it could be interesting to see what he's made of now. And I know it's again it's a friendly, but it'd be good to see him get. It's obviously he's to get some minutes under his belt today. See if he can cause any trouble in it for that defence. But for Chelsea standards, that was it's friendly. It's a first game of pre-season, so I'm not going to read too much into this in terms of individual performances and all that, unless you're called Eddie Nketiah or Cedric Suarez. Then that's another matter. But yeah, in terms of it's quite to his own standards. But again, I understand it's literally the first game pre-season. He's getting his fitness back and getting the levels back to where they need to be first, more than anything. Because no way, he's 8 missed, man. Saka scored the only goal so far this game. Bellingham just come on, so we're going to see what everything's made of. We did go strong in the first half. Odegaard was meant to start. Just catch you up. Odegaard was meant to start. Lead the team out and all that, obviously. Picked up a knock in the warm up, so for precautionary reasons, they took him out of the lineup and put in Fabio Vieira, and Fabio Vieira being Fabio Vieira's been non-existent pretty much in this game so far. Eddie started the game at top. He got subbed up at half time after a fucking non-existent first half, and doing again nothing really. Not even causing any trouble to defence, not making the defence work or anything. Saliba started solid enough. Again, first off, what was our strongest 11 and all that available? I say scored a goal, controlled the game, but no, Nürnberg didn't look a threat to us from their own attack. They had the ball, they didn't do nothing to worry us, and it was just we've actually dictated the tempo of this game and been professional about it. With a few subs at half time, they've settled in, and now Bellingham's come on. We're going to see if he can cause some NXT in the Nuremberg defence. If Fabio Vieira and Jorginho can keep the ball for 5 seconds, that'd be fantastic. The sooner we officially announce, I think the official announcements, guys, by the looks of it, are coming tomorrow. I think it does look like both are going to come tomorrow. Because after this game, they travel back to Comey for literally 24 hours, basically. Then travel back out on Sunday to the States. So, to start their pre-season tour over there. So, it looks like probably Friday, we're going to get both Timber and Declan announced tomorrow by the looks of it. So they can officially join us out on the tour in America. Whoa. Yeah, the last of Cedric playing, just get him in that shop window. Look, he's still alive, guys. He can still play at a certain level. You can have him. Southampton didn't want him back for nothing. You can have him. Go on. Cedric, bastard. Yeah. Fucking some good football there from Fabio and Cedric, and then Cedric does some balls stuff with the striking end. Instead of passing to the striker, who had acres of space, by the way, literally worked himself into acres of space. No one around him, and Cedric went for the shot. The fullback decided not to pass to the striker. Again, it's friendly, that's what he's saying is, but fucking come on. The whole point. That's good movement. From what I saw of Flo down off the ball, getting himself away from the defender, his marker, into a position to cause a problem. Looking good, but obviously the ball needs to be passed to him to cause the ultimate effect. Nice. Jesus Christ. Another man of match play from Eddie. Oh, here we go. All because I'm hating on him at the moment. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen Bradford City's home jersey, to be honest. That league, I don't know. They're still League Two, aren't they? They didn't get promoted, did they? Oh, go on, go on, go on, go on. Oh my God. We'll not get a better opportunity than that. Then we go again, pass it. Oh, for fuck's sake, not to in though. Fucking hell. That Balogun as well. Balogun at the post. Did everything right apart from putting the ball in the net. Bloody hell. Looking a bit thirsty. He's looking a bit hungry. A bit between his teeth, as they say. I'm liking it. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Kai Havertz. Yeah, it looks like Kai Havertz is playing that left-hand side. So that, well, since he's come on, he's been playing that at the left wing basically, which is a bit. For someone who's 6 foot and all that, you wouldn't put him in the middle, surely. But this is again before, obviously, Flo came on a few minutes ago. When he came on at half time, in terms of Kai, would have made more sense of giving him a few minutes down the first 10 minutes down the middle, right, and see what happens. But he didn't. He'd been playing the entire second half down on that left-hand side. And Balogun's come on. Oh my God, no! Sake, lads, wake up! It's pre-season, but for fuck's sake, the fuck is this? We can control in the game. Again, it's a friendly league and all that, but first mistake we make, and it's 1-1 now. 1-1 now. Where the hell was the goalkeeper in that? Why was he out of position, nowhere near his goal? What, Cole? You knobhead! It was you that made a mistake. This is why, with all due respect, I know he's our number 3 and all that, but this is why I would keep Ramsdale on, because obviously Turner's still in the States playing for his country and all that. This is why I keep Ramsdale on and don't make the change of goalkeeper. Because even though he's got the promise of Carl's got, no, that's not, no. That's really pissed me off now. There was no need to, fuck's sake. Oh, why does it? It's a fucking friendly, and they're fucking about. And he just stands there like 5 seconds. There you go, and he literally got the guy's eyes open goal FC. It just pisses me off. There was no need for the mistake there. There's no. All you have to do is don't want to pass it out. Fucking hoof the fucking ball. There's a player on the left-hand side of the pitch who's 6 foot something. Hoof it to him. Make do with his size. No, I'll pass it out to the fucking random Nürnberg attacker because just poke it from 30 yards out and pivot into the goal because I'm crap as a goalkeeper, apparently. It's got a promise. I don't disrespect to Carl. It's got a promise, but for fuck's sake. This is again, it's a friendly and all that, but no, just no. Ramsdale. This is why I said this in the first half. One thing, the one sub I wouldn't make in this game would be goalkeeping, completely. You get your players, especially a couple of Ramsdale hasn't played a single minute of international football, by the way. You're playing for the entire match. Get his minutes up. Get him ready for the season. You get your, especially when we competing for the title next season. Improving the point of last season. Oh, last season wasn't a one-off. You play your best players, your strongest players. Get the minutes up. I mean, our next game's not till next week anyway. We've got 7 days for the next game against the M&S All Stars. So it's not like it's going to be like game today and a game at the weekend and all that malarkey. He's got a full week to recover. But common sense needs to be used there. That's all. In terms of the sub there, and even in that moment to go. I mean, he's been playing goalkeeper. He's been our third choice for a couple of seasons now. He played a few minutes here and there. and he just does that. He played a big part in our pre-season Christmas friendly before the season got back underway again after the World Cup. Did all right there, but then he's doing that. He's making you think. He's in that there again. If you're gonna hesitate like that, at that moment, you should hesitate. You're going, okay, then let's hoof it up there. Give your teammates the time to get back in position if the ball was to come back. Fucking joke. And what's more annoying? That goal they've scored aside, they've done nothing to cause us any threat in this match so far. Ramsdale had nothing to do in the first half. Up to that point, Carl had nothing to do. But hey, it is what it is. It's pretty pissing me off. As you can tell. And there you go, Stephanie, you have your rant. You have your rant now. Only a friendly, but that's not the point, though. Behave yourself. Brendan, behave yourself. You know it. I say even I've said it to friendly and all that, but come on. Go on. Oh, for fuck's sake. But things like that, little things like that shouldn't be happening. Number three or not, he should not be going fighting to take the kick in it and then going, actually, I'm going to pass it to you and then you can poke into the American goal. Like, just fucking hoof it at that point. Put your laces through it, get it up the pitch, allow your defensive midfield to get back in position, formation and all that. I'll be honest, I do think Cole needs a loan. Not just any club, but a decent club at that. Where he's going to get minutes, be it Championship or whatever. Because he's not going to get minutes here. For him to get their mistakes out of his system, he needs minutes. He ain't going to get that at Arsenal this season. He's just not, it's not worth the risk. Get him out, get him playing regular football somewhere else. Bring Arthur Kwanku back, obviously, see how he's doing. If he's not good enough yet, send him back out on loan. Worst case, we've got two decent. We've got Ramsdale and Turner anyway. Worst case scenario, we can call one of them back on from a loan spell. If the worst thing was to happen in terms of injuries to Ramsdale and Turner at the same time, simultaneously or whatever. Here comes Nürnberg with their 20,000 subs, taking off their goal scorer as well. For God's sake, now what? Let's move for something now. Go on, Balogun, go on. He's looking good. I've got to say about Flo. He has looked good so far. I know it's a friendly. He has, as I say, he's got a bit between his teeth. He has that he's shown the hunger that Eddie isn't showing. They've been brutally honest there. Digging at Eddie, I don't care now. He's showing hunger, Flo. He's stretching the defence. He's getting involved. He's linking up the play. Eddie wasn't doing fuck all. Can't fucking go, you're welcome, and not show me what you fucking got. You're welcome. You can guess what you got, but you're welcome. Right, fucking that helps. Guess what? Well, being this is that's that side. I'm assuming it's monitors. Oh shit! Oh, trusted the process is on. I didn't notice he came on. Who's he come on for then? He's just come on. How did I just see him come on, and somehow he's been booked? Trusted the process. That's all we're going to call him now. Trusted the process. I remember when we bloody announced that we were signing him, and obviously going to officially we signed him, but we hadn't signed him because we basically done all the paperwork and all that. We're going to wait until the summer and all that last year to make it official. So that's like, at that time, I was like, because we needed players. We needed players then, in terms of the winter window prior. Like, trusted the process. Trusted the process. So I just got every time I was seeing that, trusted the process. To be fair to him, he's getting a lot of flack from like Tom and all that. In terms of like, you know what he'd do. The thing is, I think he would do a job for Leeds. Oh, but at Birmingham City, and their defence was woeful. So you're basing an entire defensive issue on one player. When he started off the season well, don't get me wrong, it did peter out a bit, but he started off the season well for a fullback, scoring goals galore and all that. Defend, close the ball down. That'd be fantastic. Well done. Hell. But you can't blame the entire leaking of a defence on one player. I think obviously they haven't thinking of Americans over there in Leeds, so I do think they'll do well. No, he's got that year behind him as well at championship level. He'd actually do well at Leeds for a season on loan. Again, I'll check my plans for him. I don't know. He's just been very quiet, actually, by the way, since he's come on. In terms of the attacking sense. Come on, take it on. Go on, Flo. Well done. Oh, go on. Massive deflection. Who's the one that timed me? Who timed you out? What did he do? Who actually timed you out? I didn't see you do nothing wrong. Giving a bit of banter, like crying on, or what I was ranting off about fucking Carl Hine, and saying it's only a friendly, not World War III. You didn't say nothing offensive, so whoever timed you out. Never. Why did you time him out? He didn't say nothing wrong. To be fair to him, for the first time, he wasn't poking the bear or nothing. He was just laying it on the line. Have a bit of banter. I mean, you guys have said a lot worse in this chat compared to what the comments he just made in terms of he's only a friendly and all that and cry more. He's my brother. He's even more so. He's going to banter me when I'm ranting off, even in the friendly. But you guys have said a lot worse in this channel chat and all that over the course of time. And that's oh my god, you lucky fucker, Cole. You're one lucky motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. Because fucking the German crowd are getting hyped up now, thinking they've got a chance here. Bloody hell. Tommy, Nemeth, you behave yourself. Stop timing him. If he ain't done nothing wrong, you don't time him out, because I will go back and I'll rectify it. There's no need for it. If he's been or someone's been offensive in the chat, then fair enough, knock yourself out. There's no need to sort of go, okay, well, fucking lucky, Carl, you're so lucky. Just abuse the power. There's no need to abuse the power, basically. That's all I'm saying. Especially he's having a bit of a laugh at us. He's not. Again, and I've stated it. He is my brother, so it's all good. Nah. Right. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, dear. Bloody hell. Right, I've got a corner here. I'll go back to that in a sec. Got a corner here, one sec. Cedric. What's Cedric taking corners? Why is it 2023? Summer 2023, and Cedric still is coming back, coming up from London from Fulham, taking corners for Arsenal. Fucking hell. I think this game's going to finish as it is, by the way. If not worse. Bellingham bottled it. I thought I was being a hero. Nemeth is a Tory, abuse of the power is rife. Oh, God. Yeah, you and me both, Stefan. You and me fucking both on that statement there. In terms of loathing the scummy bastards. Ow, ow, ow. Was it Ben Watt? Ben Watt's going off now. Bloody hell, he's gone off for him. Walters. Oh, one of our academy graduates. Walters is coming on. Okay, cool. He's a bit, what, 12 to 30 minutes out on the pitch. Cool. Get some minutes behind him. Like he did last year and went into non-existence. Oh, Lewis Skelly's coming on. Okay, cool. We'll see it. See how he goes as well, the young lad. Who went off for him though? I didn't see who went off. I thought Eddie had already gone off. Fucking, my God, he's that bad. I thought he'd already gone off at half time. I genuinely thought Eddie had gone off for Jesus at half time. He's that bad. I didn't even notice he's still on the pitch. I thought I was actually right in the fact that he'd gone off already. Fuck me. Bye, Eddie. Go away. Fucking Nürnberg, the German Division 2, for fuck's sake. You can't even shot against them. To the point I thought you'd already gone off at half time. My days. Come on, lads, come on. Oh, fuck's sake. And again, do not shoot, lad. Do not shoot. Pass it. Lucky. Let's Kai, come on, yeah. Fucking he's had a bit of a nightmare. He's had a literal bit of a nightmare in terms of his first start. Well, not even a start in terms of he obviously came out at half time, but yeah, it's come on, put him down on the left, but basically non-existent. He hasn't had no effect on the game. Basically, he's been very non-existent down on that left-hand side. I don't think that's the position Arteta wants to play him in. Don't make sense because we've got Martinelli and all that. So I don't think that's going to be the long term. But if it is, he just wasted £65 million. That's all I'm saying. Because then you've got Martinelli, Trossard, and Smith Rowe can play down the left-hand side, and also Smith Rowe can play the number 10 role, and looks like it could be moulded into replacing Xhaka's role as well in the pivot. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to cause anarchy actually in a minute. I'm absolute anarchy. 3 rolls of rice, baby. Stefan, Eddie should win your player of the season and we'll come frick off. The fuck eye off. Cedric almost cost us the game. Shocker there. Eddie is the kitman that's somehow got a pro contract in football. I try to defend this guy. As I said earlier, I somewhat defended the situation of last summer when we gave him a new contract. because of the circumstances of not being in Champions League football, so we had to work within our budget, our means of not being in Champions League. But we're now a year down the line. We're in Champions League. He hasn't improved. To the fact that we're playing fucking Nürnberg, the German Division 2, and he's non-existent. I genuinely, Brendan, I promise you can go back at half time and when the second half, the players coming out for the second half. I genuinely believed he'd gone off for Jesus. He's done nothing in this second half. Oh, go on, go. Sake of a corner. Yep, another corner. Another one. I genuinely thought he'd gone off. I didn't know he's still on the pitch until just about 5 minutes ago, as I said. Fucking hell. But I can't justifiably defend him staying at this club anymore. For Arsenal to get where we need to be, where we as fans in the club want to be, he needs to be moved on. He's not the standard of where we want to be going to. Or getting back to, sorry. Go on. Oh, Reece, the header. Oh, unlucky Reece. Reece Walters, not Reece Nelson, Reece Walters, just for clarification. Unlucky there. You know what? Anarchy. I want anarchy in the chat, so come on. Oh, it's not. Okay, one sec. Good thing I said I wanted anarchy, eh? There we go. Yeah, back into the chat via Ziffo. There we go. Let's see how long that lasts if it goes into chaos in the chat. Thing is, you watch. No, I admit, I hold my hands up. I had a rant when Cole Hine made a mistake of literally equaliser. You right? But you watch social media and the bigger platforms on this platform here have a complete meltdown. If this ends 1-1, have a complete meltdown. I'm disappointed, but it's a friendly in today's fitness. I'll be more disappointed in the way we drew because of a mistake. But this is not pointless mistake in one sense, but still. I'm playing ticky-tack for fuck's sake. Come on, Naz, wake up. Come on, let's fix this. Come on. Why is Tim in the central part of our midfield? There's no way he's trying to play fucking inverted left back, surely. I think he is. Him and fucking Cedric playing inverted fullbacks, for fuck's sake, and Tini did a poor job there. If he wins the Ballon d'Or, I get a £5. If he doesn't win the Ballon d'Or, you get my hat still. If he doesn't, sure, why not? Deal. I think it was a justifiable van considering the mistake it could lead us to drawing this game. I know it's a friendly, no points at stake, but it was a needless mistake. All he had to do once he sort of fainted to sort of pass it to his teammate near him, he should have just gone, okay, I've fainted, I haven't passed it, I'm just going to hoof it up the pitch. And allow his teammates to have that pressure taken on because they're surrounded. pressure off them and get themselves back into position they need to be in. But we're on the 85th minute. Nürnberg with a corner here. Yes, it could be interesting because it happened last time. Nearly. Ball in. Head up. Over. You know what I meant, Brenda, for fuck's sake. Fucking hell. Sucky fucker. Go on, Waters. Go on, Waters. Go on, son. We're way too slow in the attack. Oh, Kaye, sort your first touchdown, mate. Jesus Christ. There's no way, as I say, there's long-term wise, there's no way once we get our squad back properly that Kai could be playing that left-hand side. No way on God's green earth. I think I honestly do think the plan for him is to be in the midfield as all backups. No, I don't know, but he's not be out in the wing, because let's put it that way, because he's non-existent. He's been I know it's normal, his first game in the world, but it's non-existent so far. He's not really got into the game playing out there. Oh dear, touch the ball then, but keep it in play. Jesus. Come on, lads, let's finish this, win this. Last minute there. Come on, lads. Or just go backwards. So last year, 100% win rate in the pre-season friendlies. This year, first game in, draw. As it stands. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, cool. I just seen the message. Cool. No worries. Did you hear back? Ange, by the way, Ange, did you hear back from Richard? If you're in the chat, did you hear back from Richard? Yeah, I don't know. Oh my fucking wake up, lads, please. Oh dear. Is it penalties after this, by the way? If it's a draw, I don't know if it is, because this game's obviously been set by Adidas and all that. If it is a draw, does it just stay as it is, finish as it is, or does they do a little penalty shootout? I honestly don't know. And all I know is Adidas set this up for the last 2 years now, so. No, there's no pre-season trophy for it, so it shouldn't be, but I hope not. Bloody hell. The fuck is going on? Why is everyone fucking tweeting about the hashtag Declan Rice? Is it confirmed? Have I missed something? Go on, Bellingham, go. Oh, Bellingham, man, come on. Fuck's sake. These were chances you were eating up last year in the league. You're playing against German second division here, and you're fucking side netting, hit the post and then side netting there. Oh, fuck me. But again, buying the end product, he's doing everything you want from Eddie in terms of causing problems to the defence, stretching the defence, getting involved. cause an anarchy. He just needs to fucking put that ball in the net. He looks a lot more lethal than what he did when he left us, by the way. That's all I'm saying. Last summer, in terms of actually looking like a threat. So yeah, I think barring putting the ball in the net so far for Balogun, he's looking promising. He's looking promising. Personally, I'd start him against the MLS All Stars for footballing reasons more than anything else. Footballing reasons, but obviously being that he's now the USA international that he is, you then got to throw in the back in the marketing side of things as well. Being a reason. Right, how many minutes of injury time are we going to get? Go on. They're going to cut us short as we get underway. Come on, tell us. They're not telling me how much injury time. Come on. And for that mistake, Carl, even though it's not costing us points, you are not playing. Of Arteta, you're not playing you're not playing another single minute for Arsenal this pre-season. Roof harsh and all that, but I don't care. In the first half, it said 2 minutes, like plus 2 minutes. We've been on 90 for about a minute and a half now, and nothing's come up in terms of how much injury time we've been given. I did change the scoreboard, thank God for that. And then behave. That could be awesome. So what a block there from who was that? Who was it? Last ditch block there from Mark Waters. It was. Carl, he looks out of sorts. He's tiny as well. I don't know how small he was. Massive block there from Waters. Because that could have potentially gone through Carl's legs. 3 minutes. There you go. 3 minutes. We've been there about 2.5. So probably the last attack of the game. Ball in. And the whistle's gone. There you go. Full-time whistle's gone. FC Nürnberg 1, Arsenal 1. Would have if it weren't for Cole Hines' mistake in the second half, it would have petered out to be a 1-0 win. But it is what it is. It's friendly, and then I had my rant about Carl on that moment again. Even though he's our third choice at the moment, at this moment in time, being loosely used there, by the way, he should know better. Playing out from the back is one thing, but when you know your teammates are surrounded, and you then fainted a fake kick out, just hoof pass it to the teammate. Just get the ball and hoof it up the pitch. You've got the ball to your feet, just kick it, boot it at that point. Don't do what he did and just toe poke. Go, okay, I'm going to set you up. There you go, and pass. Literally, you know where you're passing it to. You've sorted it out, and you're passing it to a Nürnberg player. There's no Arsenal player around when he passes it, by the way, to see how he passes it to. So he knew what he was doing, and it led to us now drawing this game. I know no points involved and all that, but still, it's disappointing in that sense. And if it weren't for that, again, let's say, if it weren't for that mistake, we win this game 1-0. Because for the majority of this game, we dictated the tempo, we were in control, everything you'd want to see from a team of what we are going to in terms of being an elite competitive team domestically and hopefully in Europe, touch wood. A few changes made A few changes were made for the second half. Sort of disorientated the tempo of the game. But still, and even after a mistake from Carl, we had chances. Flo had a couple of chances. He looked good. He actually looked. From what I've seen from Flo in this game, from the 55th minute when he came on, I've been impressed. I was impressed in terms of his general play when it comes to like his off the ball movement, his general movement, his stretching of the defence, and literally asking questions of said defenders, moving and out of position, moving into more advanced positions to help try and score. As I say, just as I'm saying it now, literally the first chance he had to score his first Arsenal goal, professional wise for the first team. That's a friendly. All but was going in. Just way he hit it, just made it curl instead of going straight in, sort of bend a bit and go straight into the post and come back out again. But then literally near the end, which pretty much gets the ball played through to him 1-on-1, rounds the goalkeeper, does all the hard work, and then literally just flushes lines and hits a side netting. But it is what they're getting pre-season. Again, I'm liking what I'm seeing. There's a hunger there. There's a determination there to prove to Mikel, I'm the guy you want up top, basically, in terms of the work rate and all that. Just obviously, if he can start finishing his dinner now from next Thursday against the MLS All Stars onwards, we will be fucking cooking on gas with Balogun. There's a player there. He's doing again to be a slow and Eddie before we wrap things up. I thought he'd gone off at half time for Jesus. I didn't realise until the 77th minute when he went off for someone else. I think it was Trusty, I think it was, or something like that he was still on the pitch. That's how non-existent he was. That's the contrast between Eddie's performance and Flo's performance. But yeah, here's what it... Oh, bloody hell. It's a friendly, Stefan. Relax yourself. I'm not sure we can afford to sell Balogun with how poor. I honestly don't think Arsenal want to sell Balogun. I don't know. I don't know if it's his agents getting in his head or something. I don't know. But it's clearly something that needs to be sorted out behind the scenes between Balogun and the Arteta and all the club itself. But see, starting today and obviously seeing that Eddie was starting ahead of him and all that, and then seeing what Eddie gave, lack of, obviously using the word gave loosely there. I think they might have followed him up a bit more today to see in terms of what we saw performance-wise. But I don't see Arsenal being stupid enough to keep Eddie over Balogun. Arsenal, surely we're not that stupid. I've given my thoughts on Eddie throughout this stream and other shows as well. Even in after, if you're giving me the option of either Eddie or Flo, I'm going to pick Flo because Flo deserves a chance. He deserves a chance now. He went off. He did his loan stint over in the Ligue 1, did his business over there. He deserves a chance. And obviously he's come on today from the 55th minute and did more with less time on the pitch. And apart from putting the ball in there, obviously, he did more with less time on the pitch than Eddie did. Eddie had 70-odd minutes, 77 minutes on that pitch. I've had a majority of it. I didn't know. I thought he'd gone off. I thought he'd been subbed off. That's how bad he is. And that's how much lacking he's giving us, basically. Sorry about that. Trying it now. Oh, 8 o'clock. So we've got 10 minutes for the next show. So, guys, anyway, with that, I am going to wrap things up. So it allows you guys time to go off, get your tea, your coffees, beer, cider, whatever beverage you fancy, whether you're in the world. Obviously, this time of day or night. And yeah, are we back soon, hopefully, with the official announcement videos of welcome to the club, Timber and Declan, hopefully. And that's 24 to 48 hours, hopefully, touch wood. And then do that, and then obviously, so you've got the podcast tonight in about 9 minutes' time. So do stick around and show Ange and her panel the support for the podcast. It's a brand new podcast for the channel and all that. It's Arsenal related anyway, as always. So you've got that. You're going to have to announce the welcome to Arsenal stuff. It's got to get not again. No, just no. Anyway, and then as I say, you got and then possibly the next stream after that will be the MLS, and again probably another podcast next week, depending on what happens in the news, Arsenal related wise. You might get another podcast manager next week as well, if there's anything newsworthy to do for an hour show, whatever. And then you're going to have the MLS Arsenal versus MLS All Stars. Will be here coming on the channel somehow, some way. I'll be covering that here on the channel with hopefully a few guests. Hopefully Gary and I can join me for that one. As it's in the States, it's a more reasonable time for them. And a few others, as I say. And then, trying to think, my head's gone to mush. And hopefully, the week after that, Mike will be back from his holiday here in the UK, back home. He'll be then back home. And we'll finally get underway our second Who Am I quiz of the summer. Well, Mike's quiz, but it'll be here on the channel. As the reason for the select date, obviously, holiday. There's a something happened. I don't know what. I'm not my business either way. Something came up his end where he had to postpone it, and then obviously gone on holiday since. He's going to be back in the next week or so. So once once he's back, he wants to come back and do this, keep going for the rest of the summer and all that, which is fantastic. And yeah, so that's not. As in, just say that wasn't the last one wasn't a one-off for the summer. This is going to be a few more at least before the season starts and all that, and go from there. And also, once all the kits are released, home, away, and third kits, all 20 of them for all the clubs in the Premier League. Myself, Sam, and a couple of others will come together. Probably Tom as well. Probably chuck Tom in there for the fun of it as well, for the jokes. We are going to rank every single club's home and away kits, basically. And trust me, if you like the last time we did this a couple of years ago, go check it out, because Sam had a few thoughts to say about certain places in the country, even places that weren't covering Premier League clubs. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Lots of laughs. Let's say that way. Might offend a few people, but because of their geographical locations, even though they're not Premier League clubs and all that, because Sam has his faults. But it is what it is. And aside from that, it was a good keep pre-season stuff as well. And then me, in terms of podcast wise, from my perspective, it'll be mainly me in terms of my podcast. In terms of the podcast we've becoming used to over the last few days, that'll be coming back either late next week or the week after. And coming in after that, we literally every week I'll bring in 2 podcasts a week for myself and Ange, respectively. But with that, we've got 6 minutes, so I'm going to go, because I'm going to either rattle on a crossover, and then there'll be a bit of a lack in text, I would say, because StreamYard. But we are out of here, and as I say, please stick around. Go and give Ange support. Do smash the like button on this one. Go and smash the like button over there as well. Do share the content for that show as well on all your platforms as well. Share as much as you possibly can. Share the love and behave yourselves. Oh, I am going to be well informed. If anyone misbehaves, I will be informed, and I will be coming back with. I might even pop up just to have a go at you, just for you misbehave if you don't behave yourselves. I might even, as I say, cameo appearance during the podcast. That would be interesting for the audio listeners. But aside from that, I'm out of here. Until next time, guys, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you guys.